So the techniques that I learned, I want to share with you here. Now, one of the things is that people don't realize that the way they speak is a sign of how they're thinking. So if the way that you're thinking is negative, and the way you know is because your thoughts are not happy thoughts, because of what you've experienced in life, you realize that you have to deliberately, through the gift of self-discipline, which isn't using your willpower, is a gift from the Spirit. Because if you look at the fruits of the Spirit, one of them is self-discipline. So actually, just by inviting the Holy Spirit in, you don't got to use willpower. You just got to start your day with the anointing and prayer, and you'll find He can bring your thoughts around. Because what you start to do is, this is for health. If we keep looking at the things that are bothering us in our life, it's going to affect our health. And that is a proven fact. Misery loves company, so before you know it, you notice when you get agitated, your knee flare up more or your back flare up more, and you notice it has to do with it, you're getting stressed. So that means, with the warm joints that you get when you're over 60, we cannot afford to get them getting inflamed from the way we think it. True? So one of the things, these are techniques that I have found that help me to regain my joy. If 10 out of 10 is perfect joy, I got 8.5. Which means the troubles in my life didn't go away. I switched how I was going to look at my day. Now people like to think that with the brain, it's got three areas where it can be in charge. What happens with a lot of us, we don't like today. Today is not a happy day. But we say, tomorrow will be better. We look for later on it will change. Or some of us, we in the past, the good old days, when things were young and everything was good for you, and all they remember is the past. But the point that you get to control the most is what? Right now. The point of power is the present moment. If this is true, then the one we can get the most control over is yesterday, tomorrow, or today. Which?
Today.
Let me hear it louder.
Today.
Let me hear it like your lungs is good. Today. That's right, today.
Praise the Lord.
So if today is the point of power, we got to put a bit more attention into it than we think. Forget what will happen tomorrow. We don't even know we're going to make it through the day. Forget what happened yesterday. Because you notice, when you're young, right, and your parents give you too many licks, you're like, they don't even like me. When you're older, they say, thank you for the licks, because you made me get some discipline. And when you're even older, you're like, I should have given my kids more licks. Because you look back. So the thing that you realize is that, depending how mature you are, is how you look at the past. And it changes. So some of them things that you feel miserable about that happen, they're long done. You learn from them, you're a wiser person from it. You let it go. Once you let that go, you start to realize, depending how much you've grown, is how you see the past. So the past could really switch. Tomorrow is not promised to any man.
No.
So you can't count that. So that means now. This is what I learned about now. I tell myself, time is not in a line. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Time is a circle. Tomorrow is already here. The seeds you put in today will show tomorrow. So what do we have to have today? Some joy. What do we have to do today? Something towards our health, because we want health in our future. What do we have to do today? Something towards the Lord's relationship with the Lord, because we want relationship, loving relationship in our future. So we got to do all of them when?
Today.
Let me hear that. When?
Now.
You're right now, Uncle Stephen. So if we got to do it now, then we got to look at what can we do today. This is what you can do today. You can choose to look at what are, they call them mooga moments. What are the little joy moments of today? Now they don't have to be complicated. They don't have to be a cruise ship around the world. It could be your morning cup of tea. That you enjoy it and you put attention on. Smell, taste, touch, and feel. It's a blessing to wake up in the morning and feel that you have the strength to get out of your bed.
Oh, yeah.
And get to the bathroom. And God bless, go to the bathroom. Right? So you start looking mindfully at the moments of the day. Me and my wife Jane, we actually tell each other what they are. So at the end of the day, or the first thing in the morning, we say, what were your joy moments yesterday? Be simple ones like watching the parade, getting the exercise class done at 6 o'clock in the morning, and motivating the people. It was doing some stretching. It was having a good lunch and enjoying the food. It was having a power nap. I don't call them a rest in the afternoon. I got my official name, power nap, because I want more power from my rest. So you expect to get a good power nap. It will wake you up with more energy and authority. So they're very simple things, but you actually start ticking off today, not tomorrow, because you have to have some satisfaction when? Today. You got to have some joy when? Today. You got to have some health when? Today. So we have to look carefully and put in attention on those things when? Today. So also the other thing that people don't like to hear, but it's the truth. If your speech patterns show how you think, and I said that your thinking goes round and round in a circle, you cannot speak negatively. Now sometimes you had 20, 30, 40 years to practice speaking a certain way. So if somebody asks you, how was your day? You'd never say, not bad. The last thing out of your mouth is bad. You say, if you're in pain, you'd say, well, I'm having a bit of a challenge with my knee. However, I feel blessed and protected. Now that makes people smile. They're like, oh, that's nice. You just spread some love in the world. If you're going to go, well, Lord, you had my back, you kill yourself. Oh, it's killing me. If you talk like that, not only just spread a little pain through the world, because they love you, they feel fear. Just send a little bit more misery. So you got what? If you give out misery today, where you got your future? So what you got to give today? Joy. So a positive attitude even with your speech. Now some of you got your word already. So you take that grandchild that ain't your favorite, that miserable child, then you catch yourself. You remember Brother Louis? So instead you say, however, I know that with the help of the Lord, you're going to live a powerful, positive life. You put the last thing out of your mouth, a blessing on your children. You don't know which one will be drawing you to the store when you're 90. You don't know. We all know that looking back on life, we saw people whose favorites, something either they died, so the one that they invested to look after them, done before them, or they marry somebody that took them to Australia or China and they don't come back home, except for twice a year, so they're not there for your support. And sometimes you look and the one that is there for your support was the one you didn't look at twice. Was the one that was your neighbor that just loved you because you always had an open house for them, and then when they're older, they come home for you. You never know who's like you think. How many more minutes I got there?
That's it, 10.
Alright, another 10 minutes of time there to eat. So what I want you to do as a technique is be aware that your speech patterns matter. And the last thing out of your mouth must be a blessing in the world, because you want blessings in your future. You have to have them today. And the power of today to make you start looking at what is good today, what is satisfying today, and what gives me joy today. Thank you for your time.